Today's video, woman asked why do men get offended when women ask for money? We are going to look into other dating stories and talk about them.
Why do men be so offended when you ask them for money?
Maybe because they don't like feeling treated like an ATM.
I do not get that. That just indicates you're broke.
No, it doesn't mean that they're broke. I might point out which person here is asking for money. That's the one that sounds broke.
This woman is asking, why do men get offended when women ask for money? Let's clarify what's actually happening here and correct the fundamental misunderstanding. Men aren't offended because they're asked for money. Men are offended by the entitlement and audacity of women who believe they're owed financial support simply for existing. There's a critical distinction that needs to be made. Men who don't give women money aren't broke, they're smart. They understand their value and refuse to be treated like ATMs by women who bring nothing to the table except demands. Actually, here's the truth that flips her entire premise. Broke people are the ones constantly asking for money, but when they don't receive it, they project and call the person who refused them broke. This is classic manipulation. A woman with no financial stability, no savings, no resources of her own will ask a man for money, and when he refuses because he recognizes she's using him, she'll call him broke to shame him into compliance or to protect her ego from the rejection. Let's be absolutely clear. A man who has money and chooses not to give it to you isn't broke, he's discerning. He's recognized that you're a liability, not an asset. He's protecting his resources from someone who views him as a wallet rather than a person. The only people who get genuinely angry about not receiving money they didn't earn are people who feel entitled to others' resources. Women asking men for money, especially men they're not in committed reciprocal relationships with, reveals their own financial instability and lack of self-sufficiency. Men get offended not because you asked, but because the ask reveals your character. You believe men exist to fund your lifestyle while you contribute nothing equivalent in return. That's not partnership, that's parasitism. And when a man with self-respect declines to be used, calling him broke is just your wounded ego trying to reframe his boundary setting as his inadequacy rather than your entitlement.
I finally told my boyfriend what my body count was, and now we're not together. I understand some people don't like their partner's body count sometimes and that it can be a deal breaker, but my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months, and he finally, for the first time, asked me what my body count was. I told him I'm not going to be super specific, but let's just say it's more than 10, but less than 20. And he got very upset at me. He started saying things like, "You're a woman, you should hold yourself to higher standards." He said women that are promiscuous should be treated as thoughts. And I obviously got offended by that because he was clearly referring to me. Anyways, we made up, but for the past week, he's just been showing so many signs that he doesn't trust me and that he's clearly not over the conversation. Like now he always wants to see my location, which he didn't used to before. I tried to talk to him about it, being like, you can talk to me, like what's going on? And he's just still so resentful about my body count. He says that he can't stop thinking about it, like he can't stop thinking about me with other guys, and says that he can't believe that many guys used me. He was getting pretty heated with the conversation, and it came to a point where he literally called me a slut to my face. I didn't say anything, he just saw my face and he quickly backtracked saying, "No, you're not a slut now, you were in your past and I'm willing to get over it because I love you." Yeah, no, you're not gonna call me a slut and be in a relationship with me. That's not gonna happen. Firstly, I don't even think my body count is that high. Secondly, I would never ever cheat on him or anybody else. So I just feel like he's being super unfair and he's showing a side that I didn't know. He's been blowing up my phone saying that he's sorry and whatnot, but I don't know if I should forgive him.
He ain't wrong though. She doesn't think her body count is that high, yet holds back saying the true specific number. It's like saying to an employer, "My past jobs don't matter," or "It's not important to know a car's history." He deserves to know the truth, and he deserves to know what kind of person he's with. Women are biologically wired to check a man's future, and a man is biologically wired to check a woman's past. Don't forgive him, he deserves better.
And you gotta play hard to get because men love the chase. They actually don't anymore, okay? They are not fucking with the chase anymore, let me tell you. Ladies, it has changed, okay? And look, I'm not actually unhappy about all of it. it's been ingrained in us as young women that not to be too easy, right? And that men love the chase, and that they're only going to want you if you don't want them, and you got to play hard to get it, right? And I've always thought it was bullshit, honestly. I don't want to. That takes too much work, you know? But now it's gone too far the other way, where they want us to literally do all the work instead. It is unfortunate that both men and women are getting fed horrible advice, horrible information from both sides, that's really honestly pitting us against each other. Let's just literally treat both men and women the same, like how we want to be treated, equally, and I think we'll be good, right? People inflate this idea of like men and women are so different to be really something that it's not. Both men and women don't want people who cheat. We both don't want to do all of the work, right? It has to be 50-50 at least when it comes to effort. We both don't want to have to play hard to get. We both don't want people who gaslight us. Like, it's simple things. And I feel like this red pill and then a lot of the misandrist, you know, stuff that women are getting shoved down their throats on TikTok that you might not even notice, but is subconsciously, you know, leaking in. I think people aren't realizing how much that can actually affect. And then not only that, but how wrong it actually is.
Anymore, men actually never loved the chase. It's just something we thought we had to do to get women to care about us. The internet and social media showed us how women actually act when they like a man, and we saw that it was effortless. We realized we weren't being romantic. We were begging for scraps of love by giving piles of effort and convincing ourselves when it didn't work out that we just didn't do enough, when really she just never liked us and it was never going to be enough. Effort should be an optional choice that we consistently make, not a requirement that we need to meet to get any level of affection at all. If you act like you don't want me, I'm going with that and leaving you alone.
I know that I have to stop letting a guy ruin my entire night, but I'm sorry. I have never once texted first. And you're gonna sit here and text me first? Act like I texted you first when that didn't happen. I hate it, and I know I should block him. I'm so weak. Until I find, it's so stupid, but until I find someone else to fill my mind and make me feel like not worth anything, like to make me feel like I'm likable. Unfortunately, this is how my life is gonna be. And at this point, I don't even know if he blocked me or not, because my texts are sending green and my calls are going straight to voicemail. But I think it's just because I've called and texted him so much in the past hour. But I hate it. I don't understand. I just don't understand, because it hasn't been this bad with the guy in years, but like no matter what I do, it always starts off the same way of a guy being really into me and begging to see me and text me all the time, and then all of a sudden it turns into me wanting a relationship, and I never say that. Me doing too much, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, no, I didn't want that. I want something casual. Okay, if you want to do casual, then let's do fucking casual. Do not text me unless you're going to see me. I can't. I'm gonna get so much fucking hate for these videos, but I don't care. I just don't understand what is so bad about me. I just don't understand. And the fucking stupid thing is that I was having a good night tonight. I was having a fun night tonight. I was fully at another guy's home and I left. I left to come home. Nothing happened. I'll be honest. Whether or not you believe me or not, nothing happened. But like, nothing. And I left. When he texted me, I left. And I hate myself for that. I hate myself for that. Oh my God.
Why do people care so much about texting first and double texting? It's never that serious. It's just a small ego and self-esteem thing.
Here are a list of the craziest things men have ever said to me since I started dating. As you guys know, I'm a 24-year-old girl living in New York City. My ex and I of 2 years have broken up. So ever since then, I've been recently dating. But when I tell you it's crazy out there because men have been talking crazy, here are some of the things they've said to me. Also, disclaimer, these are different men. It's not all the same guy. Number one, I had a man once tell me, do not wear any more Kate Spade around me. Mind you, we were at Cheesecake Factory. I had to explain to him that I buy things because I like them, not because of how much they cost. I love Kate Spade. I've always loved Kate Spade. I have Kate Spade bags, Kate Spade jewelry, whatever. He follows it up by saying, oh, honestly, you're right. You do have a lot of expensive things. Like, duh, but get this. After he dead said that, he told me I might as well stop wearing Uggs too. He told me to stop wearing Uggs. Ridiculous. I had another man say to me, looks like you're posting a certain lifestyle. I'm not doing all of that. He was basically talking about the things I post on social media and mentioned how a lot of his friends would send him my posts, which I followed up by asking why they were sending my posts, because it's not like we're together. We're not in a relationship. We're just friends. One time I was at a function with a man. We came separately, but we were at the same place. And I asked him for a ride home. Mind you, this was after I was very sick and I did not drive to the function. He told me my house was out of the way for him. Keep in mind, he would have to take the same highway to get to my house. He just didn't want to have to stop at my house before getting to his house. Long story short, he ended up giving me the ride, but we argued the whole way back to my house. I had a guy tell me once that he didn't get me any flowers for our date because he didn't want me to get the wrong impression. Mind you, I was asking him what wrong impression. We're on a date. I had a different guy tell me the other day, the reason I don't take you out on dates is because you nag me. Mind you, the only reason I brought up us going out on a date is because he made comments about seeing my social media where I've been going out on dates with other men. So I said, okay, like, I'm free this week. What are you doing this week? Like, we haven't been out on a date since we started talking. And he told me he doesn't take me out on dates because I nag him and it stumbles his creativity. And because I'm asking, he doesn't want to do it because it's like he's only doing it because I'm asking. That one really pissed me off. I had another man tell me that he's lost excitement about me. This one was fair though, because I did ghost him for like a year. So it was fair, but I didn't like hearing it. What is wrong with you? I've had multiple men tell me this, and for the sake of being transparent, a lot of the times it's because I am the problem. I do be crashing out, but I do realize a lot of them either call me crazy or ask me what is wrong with me. Okay, next page. I've had a guy tell me once that I would look better if I weighed 150 pounds. Now, if you guys don't know this about me, maybe take a step on my Instagram. I look amazing. He was just shocked because he found out at the time that I was very thick. I was 165 pounds, even though my body still looked cheap. He then followed up by telling me I should lose weight and get down to 150 because I would look better. I had a man also tell me before that I look like I cannot cook. Now, I don't know if this is an insult or if it was kind, but something just didn't sit right about that comment. I also had a guy who wanted to take me out on a date once, but I told him I was going on a date with another guy. So he then offered to drop me off to that bowling date. Then when I got there, he didn't drop me off. When I got there, he then said that I should ditch my date to go out and be with him. Honestly, I thought that was so cute. The only thing that annoyed me about it is because until then, we had not got on a date for a while. So I feel like the only reason he wanted to take me out on a date is because I was on a date with somebody else. When he had so much time to take me out on a date, it was just giving jealousy or like, let me take you away from that guy. It's just annoying because you could have taken me out if you wanted to, but you wanted to wait until I was with somebody else to want to take me out. I've had a man also ask me if my body is real. I said, yes, it's real. Then he followed up and asked me again if I got work done on my body. I kept repeating to him that my body was real. I don't think this was really an insult. I think it just plays more to how a lot of people have work done on their body. But guys, I'm completely natural, 100% natural. The only thing I do is Pilates and sometimes go to the gym on a good day. And finally, I've had a man tell me I'm 24 and I need to start focusing on getting married because soon I'm gonna be too old. That one pissed me off and I almost cursed him out because he's way older than me. And I'm 24. I'm not focused on marriage right now. I'm focused on stacking bread. And those are just some of the craziest things men have said to me since I started dating.
Girl, choose better. Don't choose Chad and start complaining the outcome later on TikTok. Women aren't lonely enough. A 24-year-old woman usually doesn't want to settle with anyone, just play around. Most of them, anyway. After 30, they get a mindset to take a person seriously.
Nobody gonna see this because it's 3 a.m., but my friend told me I should TikTok this experience. So I am. I went on a date. This was about a month ago. This was not our first date, mind you. And I've known this. Oh, that was $10 right there. That was one of my eyelash extensions. We had been dating for like a month-ish. And I personally was like, this will never be my boyfriend, but like, I'll see where I'll give it a chance, right? Just for a little bit and see, maybe he can change my mind. We were gonna go to the movies. And for those who are familiar with Alamo Drafthouse, there's one near me. I live in Northeast DC. And so we're gonna go to Alamo Drafthouse, and he picked this movie. It was a great movie, actually. Channing Tatum, Roof Man, 90s nostalgia. Earlier in the day, actually, just because I have been so burnt out, I was like, yo, could we maybe move to another day, perhaps, like reschedule? Like, I'm just so beat. He didn't say no, but he also didn't immediately say, yeah, sure, of course. Like, he had specific days off, which, to his defense, he was very clear about, like, the week of, like, these are my days off, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? Never mind. I'm so sorry. I even brought that up. I will go. I just don't have, like, I'm not gonna wear makeup. Like, I don't have the effort. I'm just so drained. So I'm already showing up to this date drained. Mind you, he got the tickets fair. But again, this person asked for my time that I would otherwise very much enjoy being alone, okay? So I show up to the movie theater and we're like, yay. At Alamo Drafthouse, for those who aren't familiar, you can get food, and the food there is actually pretty good, okay? So when you sit down, there's like a paper you can fill out in a menu, and you can push a button to call the waiter or the server over. Like a normal person, I order one entree. I think I got like chicken fingers and fries, and then like one horchata, and then obviously water. And it's his turn, and he goes 2 burgers. Mind you, the burgers entree, it comes with burger and fries, okay? So he goes 2 burgers and then 2 salads. Not the little tiny side salad dish. Entree salads. 2 burger entrees, 2 salad entrees. And then he goes, I will also have 2 glasses of the red, Cabernet. 2 glasses of red wine, okay? 2 of each. That's 4 entrees and 2 glasses of wine at once. And I'm like, hey, like, I'm gonna get something. I thought he was ordering for both of us. He goes, no, that's for me. And the wine part, listen, I am not judging you for wanting 2 glasses of wine. I am, however, judging you for ordering everything in aggregate at once. You didn't want to at least work on that first glass and then order the second one. And then, mind you, this person asked for my time, okay? My time, my day. He's on this side. The server was like, I need a card to start the tab. It wasn't he already had it ready. I was like reaching for mine, hoping he would beat me to it. He did not beat me to it. So I hand her my card. I'm already like, got 4 fucking entrees and 2 glasses of wine. Again, I had asked to reschedule. Prior dates that we had, he was very demure about his food choices, and we had shared almost everything. So this took me by surprise. It's not just the amount of food he got, it's the mindlessness to it. Like, I understand, I'm never gonna judge someone for eating a lot. I eat a lot, and it's like, if you had a hard workout that day, fine, but like, it was just the fact that it was just like business as usual to this person. So at the end of the movie, she brings out like the check, the actual paper. I'm like looking at it, whatever. He leans over and he's like, let me know how much to Venmo. And for some reason that just didn't sit right with me. It's like, as a man, the passive, like, oh, just let me know how much to Venmo, like whatever. No. Oh, hey, I got a million things and you got like a half mini thing. Let me get this. Or, oh, hey, I know you beat me with the card. So like, what's your Venmo? I will send that over now. Anything. And so like at that point I was just like, I don't feel like situating that with you. So I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's not about the dollar amount. However, it came out to $180. I got chicken fingers and a horchata. We're close to the end of the movie, and this man, while we're sitting, this is his attempt at cuddling, he puts his head on my shoulder. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, am I the man here? Like, it was the final ick. I feel like I'm such an understanding person. It's like you really pushed 1, 3, 2, 3, 6 too many times. After that, I had decided, I was like, I am never seeing this person again. I have no words. I have no words other than that was my last experience dating. And I already wasn't on the apps. It's just the mindlessness of it. Like, it was just business as usual to him. And that was so shocking to me. And mind you, this person is not overweight or whatever. It was just pure gluttony and unawareness. And that lack of awareness. Let me know if you are also experiencing men with just a lack of awareness.
Rule 1, whoever asked who out, they pay. Period. This sounds like complaining for nothing. You just don't like him.